Hello and welcome to the BOG. As usual, I'm Jim Pugh, and today we're going to talk about my top 5 wish list for Elite Dangerous. Straight in at number 5, I would like to see player built stations, bases and crafting in the game. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just make our own stations, defend them, live in them, anyone dock in them, anybody comes to try and take it over, defend them and destroy them, hopefully. Wouldn't it be great? And bases on planets. If we could just make a base on a planet, wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine just landing on a planet and going to your own base. Wouldn't it be great also if we could craft these stations and bases using rare resources from places around the universe? Obviously not in the starting systems, we'd have to go further out towards the middle of the other side of the universe, the other side of the Milky Way, looking for rare resources that only would spawn there. It would give more of a reason to play for miners. It would give more just a general overall improvement to the immersion of the game, I do believe, if we could do that. And obviously we need to be able to get out of our ships and walk around. We couldn't just fly around in an SRV inside of the base or the station. That wouldn't make sense. That would be good as well, being able to walk around. Okay, so that's number 5, pretty much covered. Number 4, player built ships and modules. Wouldn't it be great if we could build our own ships and modules in the game? Obviously these would be better, marginally better than the NPC ships you can buy at the moment. Maybe the tier 2 versions of them, or tier 3, depending on what resources you use to craft them. And just imagine that would give the players an even better reason to play the game. People will be competing for resources, and maybe there could be a transport ship that could be built only by players that can actually fit ships inside of them, so you can, someone could make a courier company in the game and start couriering people's ships around to their own PlayStations and things like that. That would be an amazing addition to the game. Obviously we've built all these stations and all the parts needed for the stations and bases and ships and modules of different tiers, which are better than the NPC variants. But what can we do with all this stuff? Just keep for ourselves? No, we need a player market. This brings me to my third point, number 3, player market. Most multiplayer online games have a player market. World of Warcraft, EVE Online. Why not have a player market where we can trade our goods to other players? And obviously it wouldn't be an overall, people would have to travel to the actual station to pick up the goods. Maybe there could be some sort of module or interface in a station where you can see what's for sale in different systems, travel there and buy it. Why not? Why not make everything in the game, not just the modules, the resources, everything you buy? Don't sell it to NPCs, sell it to players. Put buy orders up, put sell orders up. The game would be much more immersive if we had a player market, I do believe. And another thing I want to go into is my point number 2. Player loot. When a player dies, obviously it can have a chance of dropping stuff in his cargo hold to be collected by the players. But that's a bit boring. What about the modules in the ship that it's made up from? Obviously if we've got player built ships and stuff like that, and we would be able to, there could be a certain chance that some of the modules would be destroyed and a certain chance that some of the modules would survive the implosion in space. Why not have them drop to give pirates more of a reason to play their game? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, player loot, bring that into the game. That's another beautiful thing. Well, that brings me on to my number 1 idea on the wish list. Why don't we have a single shard server? Instancing does not add at all to immersion, to rubbish. If we had a single shard server, we could easily create alliances and big massive groups of people that could join together and take over bits of space, defend it. I really don't think that this instant system adds all to immersion. It's absolutely rubbish. We need single shard servers, and if we can't have if the technology doesn't permit for us to have single shard servers, look at other games. EVE Online, for instance. If everyone's in one shard and it starts to get overloaded, what do? They use time dilation, things like that. Or if we they have a separate one for China as well. But why don't we Why don't we have this in the game? And if the technology doesn't permit it, why don't we, split it up in between different main speaking languages of the world, like Mandarin and English and Spanish single-side servers? Obviously, they could all play together. I don't know. It's just an idea anyway. Anyway, I do believe that if they did bring these things into the game, this would greatly increase gameplay enjoyment and immersion. And with that all said, this concludes my top 5 wish list for Elite Horizon. If you did enjoy what I discussed, or if you agree with what I've discussed, or if you disagree, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Or if you can think of anything else you would like to be added to Elite Dangerous Horizons to improve the player experience, please leave a comment down below. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in space. Oh, one more thing. If you do want to add me to the game in Elite as a friend, my name is Iceblade. That's ICE space BLADE, and I'll be happy enough to add you and play with you in the game. Thanks a lot. Bye.